Going in. Your weakness. Surely not. Surely not. Battle 2. Fight. Despair.
Mid-rangey type matchup. Jump A. I assume that was supposed to be AA.
Yeah, nice parry there. Finishes the string. Okay, nice 3B. Or was that a 236B rather?
B slide A, I think. I'm just barely learning Setsuka inputs as of about less than a week ago.
B slide A is the minus 20 horizontal.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Stay down.
Oh, it just goes for a whiff.
I don't know, but I feel like we may want to spend meter. I could see it either way. It's not like you're losing out on that much meter. When we decide to try to do gross soul chart stuff.
Oh, the meter here, I think.
It just ended up not working out. That's a shame. So a pretty distinct meter disadvantage is going to be happening for Mindwolf for the rest of the game. He has to be very choosy about when these soul charges are going to be coming out. Ooh, good punish. 214K.
Good block. Oh, going for that lethal hit, too.
This is all Giraffe ankles right now. Mindwolf hasn't really gotten an opportunity to do anything. He's gonna have to spend bar. Yeah, I mean, good luck.
It's just like...
stuck. I mean, it's a first to 10, right? So
yeah,
you've got plenty of time to try and figure things out. It's a shame that it didn't end up working out. But yeah, that's the way to go.
Battle 1. Fight.
Okay, about as neutral of a stage as possible. You can see he's already going for monuments to try and beat like things like 6-6A, but it's important to note that she doesn't have a very strong mid right out of the gate if we're talking about like across the screen, so you can potentially duck instead.
Okay, nice stat. This is not going to ring out, but it will put a Giraffe in not a great situation here.
Kind of a shame that we didn't get a 2-2B off of that whiff punish. Okay, we get a very solid hit here. Dead to basically just like one single thing.
Okay,
yeah,
and there's the 2K.
Hard sidesteps and constant 2-2B I can see being quite an irritation for Giraffe to try and figure out. Now you do have a pretty solid punish for 2-2B, so at the very least you'll be able to punish that kind of stuff. It's just a matter of like Setsuka's gonna have to remain stoic for stuff like that. Oh, fantastic counter confirm.
Okay, goes for the
reset, okay.
Yeah, breaks the throw. Looks like it could have potentially been a backdoor reset as well, but...
Yeah, it seemed that way, yeah, but I guess we're worried about the backturn catch and kill it. Yeah, it's just it's do a safe move into step. That seems to be Mindwolf's automatic reaction to Setsuka, and it's a good idea. Ends up getting the full moon now. We'll see if they're able to do anything with it. Good hit. Oh, tried to go for like the wall bounce. That would have been a ring out had it worked. Wow, doesn't get a wall bounce there either. SoulCalibur going out of its way to ensure that Giraffe doesn't get full optimized damage here. It's tough trying to beat a 2-on-1 situation.
Yep, but he got the round anyways, so... Did he use his lethal hit yet for the soul attack? Now that
well, technically speaking, you get to do that as many times as you want.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I know, right? I found that out just a little while ago. Like, he's got 2 bars, he could get it twice.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So I thought it was like you stack them all and then you get the lethal hit one time.
No, yeah. Apparently, you said you stack them all and then it's forever. So speaking of which, 2 bars for Setsuka versus 2 bars to Killick in the last round. I always consider that if it is a meter equality type thing like you have in a spot like this, I think Killick is at a pretty distinct disadvantage just because it's much harder to use Killick meter in an optimal way.
And you can see Mindwolf here just trying to be as aggressive as possible.
That was not a good duck.
Yeah.
that was a very risky duck, boy oh boy. Yeah, I mean, obviously, Evil Killick still incredibly powerful, so it's still something that you can utilized quite a lot. But I do want to point out the fact that like it really seemed Mindwolf was heavily in the lead for virtually that entire game, and then Giraffe was able to download a certain amount that is necessary in order for him to figure out how to beat the stepping that was going on. So that's really important stuff. And now you can kind of see the re-counterplay from Mindwolf all automatically, because he's like hard sidestepping all the time, right? And then the second that it seems like Giraffe is constantly mashing down on horizontals, that's when you're seeing the monuments. So it's up to Giraffe to either start using kicks or just be 100% right about hories and verts the whole time.
Okay, nice punish here. Oh, catches him right out of the air.
Yeah, I guess that's not the hardest thing in the world for Setsuga to catch, huh?
Yeah, I suppose not.
Battle 2. Fight.
Alright, he's backing up a little bit. Giraffe coming out with it first, but finishes the string. Catches.
What a fantastic bait, I guess.
Yeah. Amazing bait. The All-American bait.
Ooh. Getting a tech trap there for like almost half-life. An immediate Ring of Heaven. Yeah, see, now he's just like constantly stepping. So like, the second he goes to Monument, that's when he chose to do a Hori. That's hilarious.
He goes for a reset. Giraffe blocks it.
Not ducking that AB. I'm kind of surprised, seeing as how typically that's what Giraffe is known for, is having those high execution situations. I imagine you don't want to do too many ABs on block.
For sure.
Yeah, you can't stop those.
Okay, going for another reset with Soul Charge, and the 2DB is
Giraffe.
going to knock him right out of the stage.
Giraffe is not respecting Evil Killick right now. Like, the lows are not that scary, to be completely honest. And yeah, the grabs are scary, but you still have a chance of potentially just like, you know, you could Soul Charge activate to get out of those situations. You can do a lot of stuff. I just feel like you're really taking the biggest risk you can possibly do by allowing Mindwolf a ring out opportunity in a spot like that.
I agree.
Why are we using meter, my guy? It's a bit late, but you're still... The Killick is dead to like 2 hits. Yeah,
I think he can pull it off.
Alright, make that 1.
But that's like a reverse ring out, isn't
That's
it?
like a pseudo, like, halfway reverse ring out, not a forward one, yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's an odd angle, to say the least.
Fair enough.
But it's always
But
important, so I would definitely say that out of the 2 characters, Setsuga is overwhelmingly at a disadvantage when it comes to ring-out opportunities, as opposed to Killick, whose ring-outs got significantly nerfed a little while back in the game, but still significantly stronger than Setsuga's, who may have like the worst ring-out like game and like in the roster, either her or like Raphael or something.
His ring out game is amazing, especially with walls.
Ah, catches the monument, smart stuff, gets a wall bounce here. Oh, interesting. Fantastic reset. You can already tell that Mindwolf is trying to angle for the stage positioning.
Is Mindwolf gonna let him, Giraffe gonna let Mindwolf get another ring out? No, looks like he's, backing up a little bit.
Yeah, I think
okay,
it's
now
a matter of, I do appreciate these low sweeps that Giraffe is going for to beat out both Monument / Sidestep. That definitely tends to be the way to go. It does very little damage, but can kind of like roll into a lot of offensive pressure, especially if the opponent is choosing the same options over and over again. Going for a 6K to beat out the Monument yet again, so I do appreciate the opportunities that Setsuga is going with the kicks to try and deal with some of this stuff. Oh, okay.
nice jump over the 2A. Oh, I'm gonna get a launch here.
Yeah, solid with punish. Surprising it didn't work out that. Okay, Mr.
Barely
Man.
had enough time to step there.
To be able to step and punish in a spot like that after whiffing, kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Almost a good punish. Infinite tracking off the 2-2 B+K. Interesting stuff. Like, I'm surprised that that Giraffe isn't attempting to duck some of these strings from Killick. I'm not saying it's like 100% the way to go, but I'm just surprised that it's not something that he's even trying. I think it's
what he
dead.
said anyway. No, not quite. Okay, nice punish.
Is Giraffe going to be able to do this? He needs so many tiny hits, but Killick is losing a lot of life. He doesn't get the combo, but he does get the punish.
Oh. Giraffe clutches out in game number 3.
Okay, Giraffe getting into a pretty early lead right off the bat. A little bit of a disadvantage for Mindwolf due to the Grow pick, but that's the way it's going to be. And I do appreciate how Giraffe is playing around Monument. That seems to be what is really helping him out the most here. That and better whip punches. Ah, goes for the mix instead. Tries to go for a big time punish, not so much. Yeah.
Oh, this is gonna ring out for sure.
Oh, good hit. Yeah. I didn't even realize.
Battle 2.
Yeah, Giraffe has to realize that the worst thing that can happen to Mindwolf in a spot like that is that he gets hit by the low sweep, right? Which is kick. You either get hit by the low sweep or you win the entire round. The risk reward is just simply too heavily in his favor. Oh, nice.
Just catches him ducking.
Yeah, just going for kicks. Just going for constant kicks. He ended up getting a 2K rather than the, what is that, 2, 3, 6, 1K. Oh, is he dead?
I actually didn't even know you could step that.
Oh, he would have been dead had he teched, but
yeah.
Giraffe ends up pulling it out yet again. The clutch on this guy, too much for Mindwolf to handle at the moment. Whoa, hey. Whoa, tracking. Gonna have to start stepping the other way, my guy.
Nice punish.
Yeah, got his full ramp up now, so he does have soul attack in the wings.
We're gonna need to see soul attack here, not quite.
Well, I don't know so much. I mean, you were kind of lucky that the BBB worked last time. I don't know so much about doing it a bunch of times in the same round. Ooh, catches the movement after 4-4A on block. Smart stuff. Yeah, too far away.
Oh, but the
different combo there.
A run up.
Reasons why those moves are not all that great. They're pretty slow.
Yeah, but just like to run up and do that move too.
Yeah, backturn K isn't going to work now that he has the break attack available. Has been wrong about basically every single time we've seen Seska Mary Poppins stance. What the hell?
Wow,
Okay,
this mix-up here from Giraffe. Super aggressive.
Just playing it a little bit more contained, continuing on with... like, I just don't know if the monuments are really worth it. I know that's kind of crazy to say, seeing as how, like, the one round where Mindwolf had it was because of a monument, but I just feel like Giraffe is looking for it all the time.
Yeah, it feels like Mindwolf might be trying to fall back on, like, comfort game plans, where it's like, okay, this works one time, and so he's just gonna keep trying to go for it. And may not recognize when it's not working anymore.
Mindwolf is definitely somebody who I think has a reputation of having a whole lot of setups and a whole lot of places and a whole lot of jank that somebody has to worry about. So because it's a first to 10, he might still have, and he still does, have slews of opportunities to potentially find the 1, 2, or 3 things that Giraffe is not 100% prepared for, and then he'll be able to use that for the rest of the set. So this still is technically the feeling out period, right?
Yeah, certainly.
And I mean, he is getting close in a lot of these rounds. It's just that Giraffe then just suddenly is never wrong about anything ever, and that's just frustrating.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of Giraffe, his game wins here have been off of, like, solid clutches. Mindwolf getting really close to taking him out, but just not quite able to get that finishing blow. But still really early on.
Mindwolf has been kind of in control. Or basically, oh, did he catch the step?
Run counter? No.
I think you're dead. Yeah. It was a risk. Had Giraffe just constantly been holding 8 like it seemed like he was, that would have caught. Whoa,
nice stat.
Settle down there, Giraffe. Fantastic punishes off of some of these lows. Jump A. I doubt that's what he wanted, but we've got just a lot of like poking going on. Now we got our first monument. Giraffe does have a bar to use, were they to choose, but unfortunately you can't break 17 1As in a row. The 17th time's the charm there.
It's 50-50, it's always a 50-50.
Oh wow, he was guarding and then he stopped guarding. Interesting. Trying to go for the mix, but stays on the ground and then gets up with a back turn K. Smart stuff. Yeah, good punish.
If you can air control here, okay, he didn't even go for the back parry B setup.
I don't think he's dead here, which unfortunately does give Giraffe the opportunity to go clutch mode yet again.
Yeah, I think yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I thought he was still alive too.
Yeah, that combo always does less and less damage every time I see it.
Especially since Mindwolf himself wasn't in Guts. Like, if Mindwolf was in Guts, I would have told you totally it was going to kill, but...
I don't necessarily see a particular tactic that is 100% working or not working for either player, so it's a matter of like who's going to win in these scrambles over and over again. I would imagine that Setsuka's a little bit better at that, but Mindwolf is able to slow down the game just enough to where he's getting some of these big reads and able to utilize like bigger damage, bigger range for stuff like this.
Definitely looks like he's starting to adapt to Giraffe just a little bit more.
Okay, but now, so, I mean, we keep saying this over and over again, where it's like one player is in control and then the other player switches it around. I feel like this time around we're seeing Giraffe is 100% in control of each one of these exchanges.
He breaks the 1A.
Ooh, it was like the only time that he hasn't done back turn K, and he changed it to turnaround 2B. Yeah, little tiny hits over and over again trying to smother the killer player. Makes sense to me.
You're gonna set up on the wall?
Catch him with a force block, yeah. Now that is a high. We could have seen Mindwolf potentially get something out of that spot, but instead it looks like he's just dead.
One more hit.
Oh,
there it is.
Oh my god!
He's still alive?
3 additional hits because it was part of a combo. It didn't consider it as like part of the tech trap. Rude.
Was that a 4-4 B plus K?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the I-12 high. Still doesn't have the blue snowflake. Are we going to see Soul Charge versus Soul Charge? Giraffe tends not to go for something like that, but he is potentially dead to this wall bounce. Oh, almost a good punish. Little tiny stuff, trying to make this really hesitant. Honestly, if you make things stutter a little bit, if you don't allow the killer player momentum while he's in Soul Charge, that is you winning. That is you netting damage. So, it's still a good idea for Giraffe.
For sure. It's like, if you can make it so the Soul Charge killer player is just not able to do anything, he's just losing health the entire time.
It seems like every once in a while he just goes for it with something like, like a full string that's unsafe, or a BBB on block, and, allowing a Setsuka with the kind of execution that Giraffe has, just free range to sidestep and whiff punish something with that just frame, I mean, that's a lot of damage. That is very much not negligible at all.
Can you punish? Granted, that move's kind of hard to punish.
Yeah, I'm very surprised, again, that we're not seeing any ducks on 6AA or AB. Again, I'm not saying that there are hard answers to this kind of stuff, but I'm surprised that Giraffe isn't even attempting them. Wow, stunned Mindwolf to absolute silence. That is not easy to do.
Okay, well.
I wish I could remember which parts of the ramp mechanic mean what, because Giraffe gets the yellow moon in the first round like every single time.
That's the 4-4 B plus K.
Yeah, I remember what he gets off of them, but like, how does he ramp up the yellow moon specifically? Do you remember?
Punishes.
Oh,
so you have to hit them.
okay.
You have to hit them during recovery.
So that kind of gives you an idea as to what Giraffe is doing to get a whole lot of this damage, is that he's just kind of waiting for Mindwolf to do something unsafe, and he's getting it like basically every time. Oh, gee whiz. And
it looks like, because the red flower is counter hits, so you could already see that Giraffe has 5 counter hits and 3 normal hits.
Yeah, the one that he doesn't seem to ramp up very easily is the blue snowflake, which I believe is just normal hits, right?
It is, yep.
Yeah, that's kind of funny.
Yeah.
I always appreciate that, like, Setsuka's ramp mechanic, just based on, like, how it ramps up, really gives you an idea as to, like, what the, shall we say, the predilections are of the Setsuka opponent.
Sure.
Ooh, catches in the air hit. Mindwolf was not expecting that. Does he actually mean to do these jump moves? They seem very oddly timed, and they keep working, so...
They might be side steps. Yeah, I think they might be 2-2-Bs.
Yeah, I guess so. Setsuka with a lot of bar. I'm kind of surprised we're not using it here. I guess we don't need to now. Yep,
nice shot.
That one I 100% understand. That one makes sense.
Fight.
You can expect that kind of thing when you need to get some sort of gigantic amount of damage, but you also have a lot of life to try and do. Frankly speaking, you see that from Killick a lot. Now that's the kind of ducking that I expect from somebody like Giraffe. It's a huge amount of damage for the 6K at the boot.
Wow. Just go for the heal? didn't really do too much for him, unfortunately.
Well, that's the problem with Killick meter, right? Like it frankly kind of sucks. It's not very good.
Oh, he was back turning when he woke up there. It was crazy. Okay, and the 6-6 KK is gonna win another game for Giraffe.
Just allowing him a huge amount of damage. And he's getting, like, optimal stuff. This is one of the things that can separate a high execution Setsuka when it's a back-and-forth match. It's just, with that execution, he's able to net such an extraordinary amount of damage on stuff that is relatively simple. So, for instance, we're not really seeing Mindwolf get any 2-2B lethal hits, which would kind of be the equivalent. And meanwhile, Giraffe is getting like a ton of fantastic ducks for good punishes, and it also seems like Mindwolf is not really prepared for a lot of sets with screens.
A good block. I think that's safe on block, actually.
Yeah, it's 8. Yeah, see, now we're just going back to this tiny thing, and Mindwolf is insistent on stepping. I understand why. You definitely don't want to backstep, and you don't want to block any of these safe verts, right? But he's just like covering it every single time.
Nice duck under the AB.
I appreciate going for the easy punish for it, too, just to solidify the round.
Yeah.
Oh, no punish on that. Killick's minus 12 punish, not exactly the most stellar thing in the world, but you might still need it. Okay.
I like it.
Oh, no punish on that either. Interesting. Yeah, now we're just like flinging minus 12 stuff everywhere, huh?
Yeah. Okay, another 1A. He's gonna go straight for the another 1A back. Okay,
here we go. Mindwolf getting a little bit more comfortable with some of his movement. He's been getting these 4-4Ks, 4-4K slide Bs, like, every single time. So that's a very important piece of time, because that is pretty gigantic damage, to be honest.
For sure. Okay, nice QB. Just playing a little bit more slowly here. I respect it.
Yeah, both players are frankly playing it relatively slower now, and just trying to utilize their movement. That is the, I think, third or second time that situation has come up. I guess Giraffe is just not used to somebody who rolls back in that situation, plus the fact that he wakes up back turn with one of the best back turn moves in the game. Oh, catches the low. Boy, he has not been wrong about the Mary Poppins stance literally at all. Oh no, Mindwolf, are you gonna let this happen? You gotta spend it. Wow!
What A plus B is not the move I would have done, but he didn't die for it.
That was kind of crazy. Alright, that's pretty important stuff. Setsuka kind of with the meter event. Yeah, I appreciate going with an aggressive soul charge here. I like this idea when you have the round to burn. Infinite low sweeps. Yeah, now he's just gonna back up because that's effectively giving him damage, right? Oh man, if that was a
2-2B, yeah. Wow, that ate the full charge.
I think this was back turn. It just that's what ended up happening. Okay, but the important thing is that Mindwolf was able to, in some way, cheat Giraffe out of his bar, and so now it's a 2-bar to 1 kind of thing.
This is very important for Mindwolf to utilize both of his bars here as best possible, but just gotta wait for the CE opportunity, which Giraffe is just not letting him get.
He's ducking all the time. Boy, again, we have not seen Giraffe be wrong about the Mary Poppins stance yet. Every single time, it's either you step or you duck, and Mindwolf has been wrong about basically every single time.
You know what the reason for that?
I don't remember. Was he in the air?
Maybe part of like the combo, or
if it's part of the combo or it's in the air, you're not going to get the lethal hit. It's okay. Off of with punishing.
Got you.
Jeez, it's already like the best soul attack in the game. That would make it even more crazily busted.
Yeah.
Okay, we're trying to play it a little bit slower. I like this. Yeah. Kind of wish we were getting a little bit out of that whiff punish kind of stuff, but every once in a while, eventually Mindwolf gets, I don't know if I want to say cocky, but he's able to get in and start like doing some mix, but I still feel like that's relatively dangerous. Very similar to like when longer range characters decide, oh, okay, I've netted enough damage, now I can go up against the shorter range character, but I just feel like that's being pretty dangerous. Okay, the classic 3A on whiff into umbrella setup.
It hits him with the Monument A, went for a 3B, but that's going to get punished.
Oh man, that tracking. I think he got to step the other way.
Yeah, there was also counter.
Nice duck. Oh, doesn't get a good punish. Gets a good punish there, though. Getting fantastic punishes at it, and that's exactly what he's waiting for the whole time, but he doesn't get his full punish. Okay, he'll get it there.
Mindwolf just wants to be -12 as much as possible, apparently.
Yeah, he's kind of going out of his way. And then also, it's also important to note just how much Giraffe is ducking. Because he's getting so much damage out of ducking some of these highs, ducking some of these grabs, and then he gets like a wall-rising punish that's just fantastic. So I feel like that's important for Mindwolf to realize.
Okay, playing it nice and clean here. Oh, didn't get the ring out, but it should be enough to kill. Okay, nice soul charge.
Yeah, I appreciate that, but the stage positioning is still a bit of a worry. Ends up catching it. Could have gone for a force block. Oh, 4 being the 6
takes the round.
Classic evil killer.
Battle 4. Fight.
God, that's like classic SU4 killer. Wow, the tracking. I guess you can't get like. I never want to hear a killer get mad about vertical tracking. Okay, that one kind of stuck too. that was unfair. Oh, I feel like Mindwolf's getting a little bit desperate here. He's just desperately trying to net some damage. I kind of... His game plan was good. I understand that he got cheesed a little bit, and that's frustrating, but I don't want him to change his game plan.
Yeah, he's just getting a little bit antsy here, trying to overextend. But now I think he realizes it's playing a little bit more slowly. Nice AA.
Oh man, the problem is that like on these mix-up stands, Giraffe has just simply not been wrong. And also, it's that's a tech trap. Doesn't get like the full damage, but gets a fantastic standing reset there. I'm really surprised he went for another 1A. No, like if you're giving Giraffe the opportunity to duck, he's going to in a spot like this. Fantastic hit there, and I think that's really bad. That is not easy to do. In a lot of these spots where you get the 6-6K, he ends up just going for back turn K, which does have a GI in and of itself, but will still potentially lose if the Snowflake is available. If the game is up again, don't forget to restream it to us. That way our commentary is not too heavily delayed.
Alright, well, it's quite delayed. Mindwolf seems to be in control of this round.
Yeah, definitely getting a very solid amount of like stage positioning.
Okay, nice perfect.
Battle 2. Fight.
You're playing it nice and easy. Whiffs the 3A, but... Oh, whiffs the throw?
Yeah, I think overall, it's still a good idea to try and slow this down. Again, I don't really think that Mindwolf's approach is really that bad. Oh man, he tried to do that hard side stuff, but again, he's just been wrong on those stance mixes over and over again. This is the thing that's just really sucking. It's just the fact that like Giraffe is just 100% prepared and getting so much damage out of these stance mixes. Meanwhile, Killick isn't really the same kind of character, you know?
Yeah.
You get a ring out here? No.
Not quite. That was a nice catch on the duck, though. Giraffe ducking with his back at the wall again. Even blocking a low, I feel like he's just ducking out of just how it's currently adapted to dealing with Mindwolf right now.
Like the use of wall rising, yep, going for a forward hit into the CE. This is just enough, yeah. So yeah, these 4-4Ks again, like I really feel like the score of the set is not an exemplification of how close every single round is. They basically go to the last round like every single time.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh, his combo didn't work out, but he still has some good stage positioning. Yeah, doesn't get a punish there. Well, he's gonna get a punish there. No, he's not. I lied.
Nice ring out.
Well, that was mad quick.
Mindwolf back on the board.
It really seems like if we can get some of these smaller stages, we've been getting a bunch of neutral stages. We've gotten like the snowy stage a lot. We've gotten a lot of stuff where both players, they don't necessarily have wall opportunities or ring out opportunities as much as with some other stages. If we continue to get stages like that, I think Mindwolf's going to do better.
Oh, we get Homer stage.
This one I think
to sneak a stage
could
into
be pretty good. Is Mindwolf still like a PSN player for the most part?
Yes, he still does the ESLs. Even though I have
still
stopped.
happen, huh? That's great.
Yeah, they're just not streamed anymore, and I don't think they get paid as much money. And they also have like these win-a-thons things that they reward you for playing multiple games.
He's probably gonna win a PS5 off of that. I saw him on the leaderboards.
Oh yeah, he's up there.
Yeah, I don't know
He
if
grinds.
PS5 is worth enough for me to feel like playing on PSM, but to each their own.
Yeah.
So let's go with one round already. Oh, okay. God, he almost caught with that 4-4 case ID. Yeah, these stance mix-ups for Mindwolf are just nothing. He's getting nothing out of this stuff.
The one that gets a little bit of damage, but Giraffe breaks the throw. Alright, going for a throw. And a reset. Nice mid, going for the twister into 3B.
Alright, one more round and he will be on match point. Oh, getting a lot of good side steps here. I appreciate trying to use the stage positioning.
Yeah, especially with the Giraffe's back to the wall there. That was a great spot to soul charge.
Very smart stuff on Giraffe on top of it. It ended up not working out, but just getting himself into the air immediately, so even if you're dead wrong, because if he was on the ground there and he just decided to mash, that was a 3AB. He would have been basically dead. Like, that's a gigantic amount of damage off of a wall hit. So, I appreciate that opportunity. Not respecting the strings, my dude.
Okay, nice patience there by Mindwolf.
Okay.
He pokes him with the 4-4-B2.
Jumpy. Again, sometimes I feel like these jump moves are not necessarily appropriate, but gets a fantastic combo here. Aha, this is the back grab opportunity you were talking about a long, long time ago. See, like, completing these strings have been absolutely killer. Is he dead?
I don't
Why
think
does this
so,
combo do so
but...
much damage?
I mean, that was a,
Jesus.
Cool, I was right! Not dead yet.
Yeah, he gets the soul charge, potentially, but we'll see. Okay,
But,
here we
like,
go.
AGB? Is that move where she stabs up in the air?
I think that's right.
Yeah.
That requires a just frame, so obviously I'll never use it ever in my life. Okay, another pretty solid stage for Mindwolf, I would say. See if this small box is too frustrating for him. Yeah, good hit. Yeah, going for like the basic punish now, the 6A plus B. Kind of like going back and forth, ends up getting a solid amount of damage from the 4-4 KSIB yet again, netting him the round. Mindwolf's still in this. Again, I still feel like the record isn't really reflecting how close this set has been so far. Another fantastic sidestep. Mindwolf just completely on top of things. Just as long as stance mix-ups aren't a thing, it seems like he's still getting a good amount. Doesn't unfortunately get that ring out, which could potentially be a pretty big deal for him, because now he's not going to get effectively a guaranteed ring out that Seska doesn't necessarily get the same opportunities for. So it really sucks to have missed that opportunity.
60k was almost really cool.
Yeah.
But he canceled Giraffe canceled the stance.
Oh! Reversal edge, I'm sure that's what he wanted.
Okay, nice duck
playing
under the
dead.
4-4K.
Oh,
that's going to be a round for Giraffe. Oh, not quite! Oh, now it is.
Greedy. He should have just CE. I understand that, like, the difficult to discern whether the combo was going to kill or not, but a little bit greedy on his part. Ends up panning out. And that's kind of a big deal, because Mindwolf lost a huge amount of ring out opportunities when that wall got broken. Yeah, now he's just, like, in this hell. Okay,
oh my god, I was so close to ringing out.
Yeah, Giraffe just running away. Okay, he gets hit by that, but, like, who cares, right? Yeah, just walking away, just forcing Killick to kind of come in against him. That's probably Killick's biggest weakness. The approach options are really not stellar. Awkward hits. Finally respecting the string. Mindwolf is frozen shut at the moment, which does not bode well for him.
Not at all. Okay, but he's starting to breathe a little bit. Goes into the soul charge.
Yeah, now he's in soul charge. I feel like Giraffe could just re-soul charge himself.
I feel like
feels like he's in distinct
Mindwolf should
trouble.
just spam 6-6B here, or mids in general.
Yeah, really, I'm really getting the impression that Giraffe does not respect evil Killick, like, at all. Any of, like, the consistent, like, step killers that Mindwolf has in a spot like that will basically kill you and that you have to respect, Giraffe doesn't do that, and that's kind of... That's what netted him at least 2 or 3 rounds. Okay, an uppercut out of nowhere.
Yeah, don't get rung out for the end.
oh my god, that
goodness.
could have been a 2-2B lethal hit and he might have been dead,
Oh, he's dead
But
here,
okay.
bro. Finishes with
Giraffe
the
ends up
one-
getting it anyway.